Good morning everyone. Welcome back to grade 3 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So in the previous chapter, we were learning about subtraction. So today we will revise the concepts once again, and in page number 50 of your textbook, you can see the revision station page. We'll discuss the questions from that page today. And let's see the first question. Choose the correct answer from the given options. Which one of the following is correct? We are given 3 options here. And you are given 3 subtractions there. See the first one, 456 minus 238. Let's check if the difference given here is correct or not. Let's do the subtraction and check. 456 minus 238. You cannot take away 8 from 6, right? So what do? We regroup. So we regroup 6 ones to 16 ones. So now we have 16 ones minus 8 ones. So 16 minus 8 is 8 itself. Now 4 minus 3, it is 1. Now 4 minus 2, what is the difference? It is 2. So the actual difference here is 218, but the difference given here is 228. So is that correct? No, it's incorrect. So this is not the option we have to choose. Let's see the second option. 326 minus 29. Let's do the subtraction and check. 326 minus 29. So we cannot take away 9 from 6. So what do? We regroup. So regrouping will make this one 1 and this one 16. So 16 minus 9 gives you 7. Now 1 minus 2 we cannot do. So what do? We borrow. So this one is 11 here, 11 minus 2, it is 9, and now you have 2 here. Now no more digits here, so we bring down this 2. So it's 297, and what is the difference given in the option? It is 297 itself. So that's a correct answer, right? So the correct option here is option B. You can either circle or tick the correct option here. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following is incorrect? And you are given 3 options. Let's check the first subtraction operation. 286 minus 198. Let's do the subtraction and check. 198. So, can we take away 8 from 6? No. So, what do? We borrow and regroup, making the 6 ones as 16 ones. So 16 ones minus 8 ones give you 8 ones. Now 7 minus 9 we have to regroup. So that will make this one 1 and this one 17. What is 17 minus 9? It is 8. So here we have 8 tens. Now 1 minus 1, it is 0. So what is the difference here? It is 88, which is the difference given in the option as well. So this subtraction is done correctly. So let's see. 358 minus 99. Let's do the subtraction. 358 minus 99. So 8 minus 9 we cannot do. So we borrow 1 10. So this will become 4 tens and this will become 18 ones. 18 minus 9 is equal to 9. Now 4 minus 9 again we cannot do. So we borrow. So this will become 2. This will become 14. So 14 minus 9, it is 5. I'm bringing this 2 down. It is 259. Here also the difference is the same as the difference given in the option. So this subtraction is also a correct one. So the incorrect must be the option C. Anyway, we'll just check. 856 minus 738. 6 minus 8 we cannot do, so we borrow and regroup, making this 16. 16 minus 8 is 8. 4 minus 3 is 1. 8 minus 7 it is also 1. So here the difference is 118, but in the option it is given as 128. Is that correct? No, it's an incorrect difference. So the option for this question is option C. Now 358 minus 308 is the same as, and you are given 3 options. Here a subtraction operation is given and the options are option A 10 plus 70. What is 10 plus 70? 80. So before we check the options, let's first check what is the difference of these two numbers. 358 minus 308. 8 minus 8 is 0, 5 minus 0 is 5 and 3 minus 3 is 0. So what is the difference between these two numbers? That is 50 itself. So here option A is 10 plus 70. What is 10 plus 70? It is 80, right? So is it the option for this question? Is it the same as the difference of these two numbers? No, it's not. So that's not our option or correct answer for this one. Let's see the second option. 28 plus 22. What is 28 plus 22? 28 plus 22. 8 plus 2, 10. Carry over 1. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1. It is 5. So it is 50. So it's the same as the difference of these two numbers, right? So the correct option for this question is question B, 28 plus 22. So 358 minus 308 is the same as 28 plus 22. Now, Ganchot was given 1248 questions as mathematics homework for 2 months. She completed 919 questions in the first month. She is yet to complete dash questions. So she was given a total of 1248 questions, and how many she completed in the first month? She completed 919 questions in the first month. Now how many more questions are there for her to complete? How do we find that? We have to subtract. We have to subtract the number of questions she completed from the total number of questions she was given. So these are the values. Let's do the subtraction. We cannot take away 9 from 8. So what do? We borrow and regroup. So this will become 3. This becomes 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 3 minus 1, it is 2. Now we cannot take away 9 from 2. So we regroup. So here it is 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. So what is the option? The option or the correct answer for this one is option C, 329. Now let's see the next question. Abhi used 1423 cashew nuts and pistachios in total to make cakes. If the number of cashew nuts used were 1067, the number of pistachios were. So he was making a cake and he used a total of how many nuts? 1423 nuts. That's the number of cashew nuts plus the number of pistachios. Now we are given the number of cashew nuts he used, which is equal to 1067. Now how do we find the pistachios, the number of pistachios from this? We have to subtract the number of cashew nuts from the total number of nuts used. Let's do the subtraction. We cannot take away 7 from 3. So we borrow and regroup. So this becomes 13. What is 13 minus 7? It is 6. Now we cannot do 1 minus 6. So what do? We regroup. We borrow from here and we regroup. So this becomes 11 minus 6. What is 11 minus 6? It is 5. Now here we have 3 minus 0. What is 3 minus 0? It's 3 itself. Now 1 minus 0, it is, 1 minus 1, it is 0. So what is the number of pistachios he used? It is 356. So the correct option here is the option B, 356. Let's see the next question. Ankit drew 112 pictures in his art book, while Anirudh drew 221 pictures. Who drew more pictures and by how many? So Abhi drew how many pictures? 112, and Anirudh drew 221 pictures. So from the values, from the question itself, we know who drew more pictures. Anirudh drew more pictures, and we have to find out by how many how many more pictures Anirudh drew than Ankit. How do we find that? So what is the number of pictures drawn by Anirudh? It is 221. And what is the number of pictures that Ankit drew? It is 112. So let's subtract these two and let's see how many more pictures Anirudh drew. So 1 minus 2 we cannot do, so we borrow and regroup. So 11 minus 2, what is it? It's 9. 1 minus 1, it is 0, and 2 minus 1, it is 1. So what is the number here? It is 109. So Anirudh drew 109 more pictures than Ankit. So what is the correct option here? It is option A, Anirudh, and how many more? It is 109. Now, question 7. There are 1345 plants in a garden, out of which 863 are medicinal plants. The number of plants which are not medicinal is. So you are given the total number of plants in a garden, and out of this 1345 plants in the garden, 863 are medicinal plants. So what is the number of non-medicinal plants? It would be the number of plants that is left after taking away the number of medicinal plants, right? So let's do the subtraction. 1345, which is the total number of plants in the garden, minus 863, which is the number of medicinal plants. So 5 minus 3, that is 2. 4 minus 6 we cannot do, we borrow and regroup. So this becomes 14. 14 minus 6, it is 8. Now here it is 12 minus 8, which is equal to 4. So this will be the number of non-medicinal plants, right? So what is it? It is 482. So here the correct option is option C, 482. I hope these questions are clear to you. If then, we'll move on to the next question. The sum of two numbers is 999. If one of them is 378, the other number is. So given the sum of two numbers, what is it? It is 999. One of the numbers is 378. You have to find out the other number. So what is the question actually? The question, it's given us 378, which is one of the numbers, plus some number gives you a total or sum of 999. You have to find out the second number. How do we find that? You can subtract one of the given numbers from the sum to get the other number, right? So let's do the subtraction. 999 minus 378. So 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 3, it is 6. So what is the other number? It is 621, which is option B given to us. So what is the next question? Let's see that. Mehak had 128 stickers. She got 54 more from her friend. Then she gave 28 stickers to her brother. The number of stickers left with Mehak are. So how many stickers she had in the beginning? She had 128 stickers with her. Then she got 54 more from her friend. So after that, how many total number of stickers are with her? How do we find that? We add 128 plus the 54 extra stickers that she borrowed from her friend. So what is the sum? 8 plus 4, it is 12. Carry over 1. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. Now here it is 182. Now Mehak has a total of 182 stickers. Then she gave 28 stickers to her brother. So from this 182 stickers, she gave how many? 28 stickers to her brother. So she has to take away that 28 from her collection, and that will give us the number of stickers that she is left with, right? So let's take away or subtract 28 from 182. So 2 minus 8 we cannot do. We regroup and we borrow and regroup. So this becomes 12 minus 8, that is 4. 7 minus 2, it is 5, and here it is 1. So what is the number of stickers left with Mehak? It is 154. That is option A as per the question. Now let's see the last question. Rajat and Rashi together have a total of 378 stamps. If Rajat has 219 stamps, Rashi has. So, Rajat and Rashi together have how many number of stamps? How many stamps? 378 stamps. And Rajat has 219 stamps. We have to find out the number of stamps that Rashi has, right? So, what is the question? It means this is the number of stamps that Rajat has, plus we don't know the number of stamps that Rashi has, but together they have a total of 378 stamps. So, how do we find the other number or the number of stamps that Rashi has? We can subtract the number of stamps that Rajat has from the total number of stamps that they together have. So, let's do the subtraction. This 378 minus 219. So, we borrow and regroup. So, 18 minus 9, it is 9. 6 minus 1, it is 5. And 3 minus 2, it is 1. So, how many stamps Rashi has? Rashi has 159 stamps, which is option B as per the question. Now, we'll see some more questions from the concepts we learned in this class. First one, what is the difference between 75 tens and 15 tens? See, both these numbers belong to the same place, right? So, let's do the subtraction directly. 75 tens minus 15 tens. 75 minus 15 is 5 minus 5, 0. Now, 7 minus 1, it is 6. So, what is the answer? It is 60 tens. The difference between the successor and predecessor of a number is. So, what is successor of a number? Successor means a number that comes right after a given number. So, if you are given the number 3, what is the successor of 3? It will be 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. And predecessor means the number that comes right before a given number. So, if 3 is given, what is the predecessor? It is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So, we are asked to find the difference between the successor and predecessor of a number. So, like we said earlier, 3 has the successor 4 and predecessor 2. We are asked to find the difference between the successor and the predecessor. This is just an example. So, you have 4 and 2. So, what is the difference between 4 and 2? 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So, let's say the difference between the successor and predecessor of any number will be equal to 2. Now, what do you mean by minuend and subtrahend? So, when you are subtracting two numbers, you will have a greater number or a big number and a smaller number, right? Bigger number or the greater number in the subtraction is called the minuend, and the smaller number that you are subtracting from the greater number is called the subtrahend. Clear? So, if you are doing 5 minus 3, which is the bigger number here, this is the bigger number here. So, this is the minuend, and this is the smaller number here, it is 3. So, it is the subtrahend, and the result you are getting or the answer to the subtraction is called the difference. So, here the difference is 2. So, I hope this is clear to you now. See the next question. What is the difference when a number is subtracted from itself? You have learned that when you are subtracting any number from itself, the difference will always be equal to 0, because you are taking away or subtracting the whole number from the number, right? So, the difference will be 0. What is the difference when 0 is subtracted from a number? You are subtracting 0 means practically you are not taking away or subtracting any number from the given number. So, what would be the answer? The answer or the difference will be the number itself. Now, estimate the difference 299 minus 99. So, we have learned to find the estimated difference. We have to round off both the minuend as well as the subtrahend, and then find the difference of the rounded off values to get the estimated difference. Here we have one 3-digit number and one 2-digit number, right? So let's round off both these numbers to the nearest 10. So what is 299 rounded off to the nearest 10? It gives you, here the rounded digit is 9, to the right of it you have 9. So let's add 1 to this 9 and this change this to 0. So what will it become? Here it becomes 300, right? Here it's 0, 9 plus 1, 10. That carry over goes here. So it becomes 300. And what is 99 rounded off to the nearest 10? It is 100, right? Why? Because here the rounded digit is 9. To the right of it you have 9. So you are adding 1 to the rounding digit or the tens digit and changing the digit to the right of it to 0. So that will give you 100. Now let's find the difference. What is 300 minus 100? It is 2. So the estimated difference is 200. Find the number which is 3999 less than 4000. So what is the question given here actually? It is 4000 minus 3999. So we have learned a shortcut way of doing subtractions, remember. So we know if we have a non-zero digit only in the highest place and all the digits to the right of it are zeros, we can just subtract 1 from both the minuend as well as the subtrahend and find the difference. The result will be the same, and in that case we don't have to regroup also. Here we have to regroup, but if we are using that shortcut we don't have to regroup. Let's see how we can do that. 4000 minus 1, what is it? 3999. What is 3999 minus 1? It is 3998. So without any further regrouping, we can directly find the difference as 9 minus 8, 1, 0, 0, 0. See, it's easier, right? So difference here is 1. So we have learned all the concepts, we have revised the concepts once again. All of you should go through the concepts once again, go through all the questions, all the portions given in the chapter, and after that you have to do the worksheet given in page number 51 of your textbook, and that's your activity for the day. So I hope this was clear to you. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Until then, bye.